athletes that you are permitted to use. You can use any athletes, but the sum total of their classifications cannot go over 34. Russia, for example, have an S7, an S9, Bogdan Mozgovoy, SB8, Andrei Kalina, S9, Alexander Skaliuk, and an S8, Andrei Nikolaev. For Ukraine, Bogdan Hronenko goes in the backstroke, the world record holder for the S7s. Yevgeny Borodayko, SB6 swimmer, Dmitry Vanzenko, and Maxim Krypak on the anchor. For China, they have Zhu, Yang, Wang, and Zhu. S9, SB8, S9, and S8. They look well balanced. Spain next out, they'll go in lane 3. Inigo Llopis is on the first leg for them. He's in from the S8 class on the backstroke. Oscar Salguero is an SB8 swimmer, and 2 S9s lead them home. Jacobo Garrido, fresh off that amazing win earlier on this evening. Jose Antonio Maria Alcaraz on the anchor. For Australia, they have Tim Hodge, Timothy Diskin, Cole Pearce, and Matthew Levy. They look very well balanced, but can anyone stop the Italians? They will come in as massive favourites on this one. Simone Barlam on the opener, the backstroke world record holder in the S9s. Stefano Raimondi has been smashing it all week long. He goes in the breast. Federico Morlacchi, a reliable world champion butterfly swimmer. And Federico Biccelli is on the anchor. He's an S7 swimmer though, and that could be where the Italians come unstuck. They will need to give him a lead with some of the high quality swimmers, the likes of Maxim Krypak, for example, an S10 swimmer on Ukraine's anchor around him. Okay then, here we go. Ukraine, Spain, Italy, Australia, China and Russia. They've all sent their A-team in. They all want this gold medal. There is the man of this championship so far, Simone Barlam.
Well, the Ukrainians in lane 2 with a team that adds up to 33 points. Everybody else in the race is using their full 34-point allocation. And it is Team Italy in lane 4 that lead off with the newly crowned world champion, the new world record holder in the 100 meters backstroke for the S9 category. Simone Barlam will have a sizable lead here into the turn. The Russian Federation are just 1.23 seconds behind, with Australia currently in third position. They've got good pedigree from the past in this relay, but it is the Italians looking so strong here at the moment. The Russians going very well with Bogdan Mozgovoy. He's also an S9 at the top of the shot.
Well, Simone Barlam leads them out. He's on for an absolutely crushing time, by the way. His world record was 61.22, 3/10 outside of that on the opening split for Italy. Russia go in a second behind, followed by Australia. Onto the breaststroke we go. Italy have Stefano Raimondi, an SB9 swimmer who swims S10 in the freestyle, the fly and the backstroke. Really, really quick swimmer, Raimondi.
Yeah, the breaststroke class of this field though really is Andrei Kalina, the SB8 for Russia, up in lane 7. We haven't seen him swim much yet because the breaststroke individual is still to come. So he will be looking to get the Russians back on terms with the Italians. But right now, Stefano Raimondi doing very well. He is 1 point higher in terms of the classification system. Raimondi swims in the SB9 category, so Kalina doing very well here to stick with Raimondi and not let that gap grow.
We talk about the tactics in these almost multi-class relays, and Italy are front-loaded here with an S9 and SB9, and Federico Morlacchi also an S9 swimmer. They have an S7 on the anchor. They have to give Biccelli a lead to hold, because he will be at a bit of a disadvantage. He's the only S7 swimmer apart from Australia to come on that freestyle. Russia have an S8, Ukraine an S10, Spain an S9. Very, very risky tactic, but if they go with a heavy lead, Bocelli could and in theory should be able to hold it. Morlacki looking to give him that lead. Russia behind by over a second and a half. They're going along well. Alexander Skaliuk, also an S9 swimmer. He will keep them competitive, don't you worry about that.
Federico Morlacki is the 100-meter butterfly world record holder, and so often we see that play into the hands of teams in these relays. Sometimes teams find themselves restricted by the swimmer selection that they have available to them. Italy really have lucked out here with 2 world record holders available and fitting into the combination that makes this team work for them. But Russia doing well here to stick with them. Andrei Nikolev, the S8 swimmer, going very well. He'll be looking to chase down the Bocelli, the S7 athlete. So there is opportunity here for the Italians to be caught, but Italy having a brilliant week, and Bocelli will be doing everything he can to hold on to that lead. It has dropped to 1.2 seconds down this final 50 meters.
Nikolaev is so strong on the freestyle. 100-meter bronze medal, 400-meter gold medal in the 100 in the races for the S8s. He does now start to take the lead over Bocelli. The Italians have their heads in their hands on the podium. They're roaring their man home, but it's going to be Russia on the comeback who take the gold. 4:09.16. Bronze is going to be very, very close. Who's going to get there? It looks like China. Oh, what a race. Fantastic anchor from Andrei Nikolaev of Russia. They really did set that team up beautifully. Fantastic performance from Italy. But ultimately, they couldn't quite give Bocelli the lead that he needed to hold. He wasn't far behind. He really wasn't. The final times 4:18.02. My apologies, 4:09.16. And Italy a second and a 10th behind in silver. Still a great silver for Italy. They will be pleased with that. But they were here for gold.
That's what makes these relays so exciting. The combinations come into play so heavily. We've seen it in years gone by. Great Britain used to dominate the relays, the 34-point class, and they used to have a huge lead. Then they would lose it in the middle, and then they would gain it at the end. The Brazilians similarly used to send their S5 swimmer off first, and then the S10s would have to chase down 75 meters. So it really does depend on what combination you have available to you, especially in the medley relay. The freestyle relay, not so much. The medley relay, because you're restricted, obviously, to who can swim which stroke.
Terrific anchor, by the way, from Nikolaev. Really, really strong anchor. There's the confirmed results then. A fantastic race. Russia win it.